Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're going to be doing some more T6 Abyss. It's an activity I like to do, as I've mentioned previously, when I'm ill. I'm still feeling quite a bit ill. Thankfully I'm feeling quite a bit better than yesterday. I actually felt yesterday a big, massive headache and a sore throat. Now I just have a bit of a sore throat, no headache, and I think that mainly actually the headache was the main thing. It just made me feel like, oh, I just want to lie in my bed. I feel like a bit more up and going or wanting to just do stuff. Maybe not as much as before. I'm still a bit tired, but I feel like the headache was really the worst part, to be honest. But here we've got another curve this Tyrannos. Oh, 50%, minus 50% explosive resistance. Will be a very good time test right here. What is our 1 minute has gone now? Okay. Null charge entanglement will probably want to be taken out in due time. Okay, and then we will be moving drone right here and the drone right here. Actually no, we'll move the drone right here and just do a little bit of a tap with our missile right there. There we go. You see that guy? He's almost dead. There we go. So we can save a bit of travel time for the drones. Go towards bioadaptive cache. What have we got here? Nothing. These, you see these Silla Tyrannos, it's really nice to see these with the curved Tyrannos because they actually are a bit faster than Ephialtes cruisers that are associated with him. So this is like a bit of an easier curved Tyrannos wave. But at the same time, it is a pretty difficult one because we've got minus 50% explosive resist. So you could say the absolute worst curved Tyrannos wave would be 50% plus full Ephialtes wave. That would be by far the worst. So I guess this is still not a full representation of the worst wave, but it still gives some idea because of it being a minus 50% right here. And just in general, Charybdis Tyrannos takes a long time to take out. But come on, I don't like moving. It's hard to keep an eye on which drone is which. I think that it would be really nice to be able to have maybe a little bit of an improved UI for the drones. Like sort of like the fighter UI perhaps. So you can sort of see exactly which drone is on which target, because sometimes I get confused which drone is on which target and I just move the wrong one. Oh, did we lost a drone? How did we lose a drone? How did we lose a drone? Just suddenly just lost it. Whoa. That was very fast. It might have been a wrecking shot or something. That might have been what happened. We'll at least use our mutated drones on Charybdis Tyrannos. Now that's what I'm going to be doing, because we need to start getting Charybdis Tyrannos peeled down. I mean, we've gone now 3 minutes into the site, and he is the, or she or whatever, is the longest time to kill NPC. Very beefy shield right there. You know, the thing that's interesting right here is that we see that Charybdis Tyrannos is damaged. Okay, Charybdis Tyrannos is damaged, and you see that the lower tier filament, the like more damaged Charybdis Tyrannos is. So that's quite interesting. I mean, what if there's somehow going to be released a T7 filament? Might be that Charybdis Tyrannos then has full HP. Maybe. Speculations. Actually, I think it would be kind of cool actually if we would be able to do a T7 Abyss. The thing though I think they need to do is allow Tech 3 cruisers in them, because I do not see how, like, I feel like it's already pretty borderline what the current ships can do in the T7 Abyss. I mean a T6 Abyss. And I imagine if then you have a step higher, oh, that would, I think that it would just be not really. Unless you're using some kind of 80 ship, I do not think that would be at all a reasonable thing to expect to players to be able to do, apart from like the top 0.01% or something. But I think it would be interesting if Tech 3 cruisers were somehow able to be associated with the Abyss, because they feel really left out in my opinion. I really like the Abyss for its environment, its visuals, and it's just overall a bit more unpredictable difficulty compared to DED sites. And the most common usage of Tech 3 cruisers I see are DED sites. Occasionally I see people using them for L4 missions and Juglavian hunting, but they're not the most effective ships in doing it. There are other ships that can do those better, but they are one of the best DED hunting ships because of their versatility, their ability to go cover ops cloaked and do a lot of DPS, a lot of tank. And I think that would be pretty nice for the Abyss, at least when it comes to the DPS and tank situation in a cruiser package. That'll be pretty I think it would be a solid Abyss ship, but if it was allowed into like this very high T or something, because you've seen people like going really crazy bling on the Tech 3 cruise. But then again, I don't know, it might be just stupid or like get too crazy with the balance or whatever, because Tech 3 cruisers, they are a lot more powerful than other ships, so it might even be that if you're allowed to use Tech 3 cruisers in this T7 Abyss hypothetical, then you would be able to, it would maybe even to some degree seem easier to than T6 Abyss, because then you would be using a more powerful ships, and then it might even not be almost the same and maybe be a bit strange why that even exists to begin with. But my main point is that I really would wish that I could somehow involve the Tech 3 cruisers into the Abyss. I understand why they're not allowed, because they're very, very powerful ships, but I still wish that there was some way to involve them. At least maybe they could add some different type of Abyss filament. Then okay, 6 minutes 10 seconds. It's alright time, I guess. Some other type of Abyss filament, perhaps. You know how you had the whole Doctor Who event? I mean, it's almost reminds me a lot of the Abyss. So I mean, they add some other type of composition of an Abyss filament. Maybe allow Tech 3 cruisers in there as well. It could be just a way to. I think that they should have be allowed to interact with the Abyss in some way, because I just feel like they really are neglected, the Tech 3 crews, when it comes to Abyss. I think that I feel like they should be allowed in there somehow. Oh no, my Valkyrie is dead. Okay, we've got Spark Grip. Want to take him out? I just go like from the lowest to the highest resist, because we have lowest EM resist, second lowest is thermal, second highest is kinetic, and then highest resist is explosive. Blast Grip is explosive one. The explosive rogue drop battlecruiser does explosive damage. You can check here, look. It is explosive damage. He's like the least threatening rogue drone battlecruiser. We're going to take very little damage from him. And you can even perhaps see it here. If you see that Spark Grip is 300, 500. Can't even see the other ones really. Spark Grip is landing some big shots actually. Okay, now I've got a yellow box going on over there, so we probably do not want to keep our drones out in the field. It was this one, and I noticed that the drones, the rogue drones that tend to attack your drones, they have sort of like a higher likelihood, or this is just anecdotal evidence, but I feel like they have a higher likelihood of attacking your drones again. Like there's certain NPCs that just naturally are a bit more like, oh, I hate drones. So that's why I think it's a good thing to take the ones out that were previously attacking your drones, because then you can sort of hinder a little bit increased amount of drone mishandling in the Abyss. Okay, now go for the Ember. I wonder what tank loot we'll get. Oh, I've only ever in the... Oh, there's another aggro right there. I've only in the Abyss, the T6 Abyss, ever got a mutaplasmid for capital ships only once. Only once. It'll be nice to get one of those finally again. It was worth... I sold it. I think it was a siege module. A billion-isk, something like that. Billion plus even, I think. Because it just straight up buffed. It's very... I think it's a very high likelihood at least it can give good buffs to your siege module on a dreadnought. So it was very powerful. Okay, this is nice here, where there's not so many rogue drop battlecruisers and they're getting close, because they're going to want to stick close. It's going to make so that as soon as my drones take damage, we can recall them very quickly. And now that there are a little bit fewer of these rogue drop battlecruisers, we won't take either as much damage. And especially since we've taken out the ones that like the least favorable incoming resist damage type, because we got Nova Fury now, because it's actually the best type to use against these rogue drone battlecruisers. Okay, we've got, look, you can see here, we've got a strike grip over there, yellow boxing. We just recall our drones, simple as that. That's the nice thing about being close, like I mentioned just now. We can pop them like as if we were popping popcorn. The Valkyries, I think they're shooting a projectile weaponry. You can see that they are like shooting it doesn't look like a laser beam. It looks like some kind of like autocan or something. The way their shots, they look like typical Mimitar weaponry. Oh, of course our drones decide to aggro the one that's not shooting them. Deploy drones again. Let's destroy this one. He's getting close. His shield's almost destroyed. I think they've got equal shield, equal HP and armor. I think it is. I mean, their resist profile at least is the same, but I don't know about the EHP. Maybe the EHP could differ, but if it is the same, then it would be more in the shield because we're in the gamma site that will increase their shield HP. Their shield HP will go up quite a bit here, especially the minus 50% gamma site as well. It would be kind of nice if it was in the T6, just guaranteed that it was minus 70%, because really time is just, oof, time is the biggest fear here. Running out of time, losing a ship to being too slow here. Jumping in here. Oh, we've got an extraction node very close. Very nice to see. Some of these can really give dank-esque. Give like 15, even 20 million, I think is the most I've got for one of these, so you can really care a lot. But sometimes they give absolute crap as well, so it's a bit of an RNG fest, just like everything else is in the Abyss. Shoot a missile here, then this. Spread the drones out a little. Grab the loot. 4 million, okay, not that much. Could be more than that. You know what, we've got a lot of time to spare, so we can go for these extraction nodes as well. Are we getting webified? Yes, we are. By quite a lot of NPCs, actually. We've not got heavy newts, though. We've only got 3 frigates. Frigate newts are not that powerful, so it's not that bad. Lock them up. Any other potential webifiers? We've got an upholder there who's probably attacking my drones. In fact, I think he is attacking my drones. Because... oh, and actually, we need to attack this guy here. The drones are already going for him. Because these guys are attacking my drones. Look at that. Our HP is going down. Move, please. Come on, drones. Destroy that upholder who's upholding you guys in place. Take out this guy. Lucid Firewatch who's almost dead. And then Lucid Upholder next. Come on, land a shot, please. Just one shot. There we go. Sometimes when it comes to the end of an NPC's HP, there's just like, oh, come on, one shot, but then they just keep missing. Yeah, like go on a big missing streak, and it's pretty frustrating when you see that extraction node over here. Lock it up, not the maxed amount, not got a big amount of max lock targets. I really wish there was some form of... it would be really overpowered. It would be very overpowered, but I would have loved there to be a Tech 2 version of the Gila. There is the Chameleon, but that's not really like a proper Tech 2 version. It's an 80s ship, like a ship that nobody's going to have. Or hardly anyone will have. I mean, it's just... I wish there was maybe, let's say, a Tech 2 variant of the Gila for a billion-esque or something like that. It would have been so nice, I think, to be able to have Assault damage control and that kind of stuff. But it would be crazy overpowered, crazy overpowered. It just feels like it would be so nice to have in the Abyss sites. That's something I wish we could have. Just spend more money to get like a really cool Ferrari of a ship. Okay, open this node right here. Maybe it will require maybe a level 5 and both a Galente and Caldari cruiser. So it'll be very high skill requirements on that. Something to work towards. Nice. I mean, this Gila gets the job done. It's just need to be on your toes, pay attention, and make very few mistakes to get that time correct. And even if you sometimes do everything correctly, you can still come close. Because it's just the nature of these T6 Gamma Abysses. You have that really big shield HP. Okay. These sleeper guys right here, they're pretty easy because they've not even got any shields, so they're not even affected by the Gamma Sight's increased shield HP. So they are pretty chill. And that's why that one in the beginning, Kirby's Tyrannos, is particularly annoying because it just naturally has a big shield. Increases that shield HP. Okay. Shoot missiles on Aegis over here. They keep shooting, don't double click because then it stops shooting the missiles. Open this up. Ooh, 47 million. Okay. 120 million ISK we got right here. Some decent ISK, some decent tick. Some decent tick of 120 million ISK. Okay. Shoot the Preserver and Escort. I think that this is
a module has run out of charges.
I've seen a lot of people, they talk about the wormhole ratting, like the high level wormhole ratting, and it giving in so much ISK, and I think it's quite interesting to see that, okay, we can get some decent ISK from the T6 Abyss as well, because I used to think that, oh, the end game or all the end game is this wormhole ratting, but I was never particularly keen on going for wormhole ratting, so I like it that we get a bit of an alternative right here to be able to do this Abyss stuff and still earn some decent amount of risk. It's still not as much as these C5 in like Dreadnoughts it made, so I think you can earn like 1 billion ISK now or something like that. But this is, I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy with this. You get a lot, and in some cases I feel a little bit spoiled. I'm very happy with what we're able to achieve with these, with this level of tech we've got. A Gila, able to do everything. Alright, so that's it. A bit of T6 Gamma running. Hopefully I'll be better soon, and I'll be continuing with the series of the Epic Arc and the T0 to T6 Abyss series in due time, when I feel like it. I don't want to force stuff out when it doesn't feel right to do. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.